Cheers and relief in Los Angeles today. All 31 workers got out alive after part of this gargantuan tunnel, which is 18 feet wide, collapsed underground. Video shows a crane hoisting a rescue cage with some of the survivors inside. Fire officials say the workers had to climb over a pile of loose soil that was at least 12 feet high to reach their co-workers on the other side. A sister of one of the survivors tells the Associated Press that her brother had to squeeze through a tight space, saying, quote, "My brother was crying. He told me he thought he was going to die underground," unquote. CNN's Stephanie Elam is there. Stephanie, tell us what happened.
Yeah, so Fred, this is a miracle that everyone got out of there safely. But what we understand is that this happened at about 7:45 p.m. local time last night when they were basically burrowing through with this equipment to build this tunnel, which has been under development for several years here now, and it's going to take treated wastewater out to the ocean. There's replacing two tunnels that are 60 and 80 years old, so this is an important project, but it's taking a long time. This tunnel is 18 feet in diameter, and what we understand is that part of the soil of the area where they had already worked collapsed after they were past it. So those workers on the other side then had to scramble over 12 to 15 feet of soil to get back to the other side, to get back to the tunnel transportation to take them back up to the entry and exit point of this tunnel. So the great news here is that there were no major injuries, just some minor ones that they found with the people who were coming out of there as they used cranes. 100 LA Fire Department officials who were here, including Urban Rescue, coming on scene to help get these people out. And these men are fine physically, but obviously many of them shaken up as well. Still, there's a lot of praise for how well this went because they followed their training. In fact, take a listen to LA City Council member as he discusses how this went down.
This is a highly technical, difficult project, and they knew exactly what to do. They knew how to secure themselves. They knew how to get to the train that brought them back. They knew all of the signals. As we spoke to them, they talked about their relief as they saw every piece of their emergency preparedness come together.
And keep in mind that it was already 7:45, so it was getting dark. It was completely dark under there. Their phones weren't working. There was no communication. And this happened at about the 5-mile mark of this underground tunnel that is expected to be 7 miles long, and it's supposed to begin operation in a couple of years from now. On top of that, Fred, they were 400 feet below ground. So this is all happening back there. We've seen some workers back out there today, but still they are investigating this, what happened here, to make sure it doesn't happen again. But it's fantastic to be able to tell you good news that all 31 people are out.
It sure is indeed. And so I wonder too, Stephanie, you know, what do investigators think is behind the collapse?
Yeah, they call it this thing called ground squeezing that sometimes happens. And so the soil can compact and fall into that area. Obviously, though, you don't want to risk lives when this is happening. And they're also doing this under streets that are in operation. They're burrowing underneath parts of the city that are very much occupied. So lots of questions here on how this happened. There's obviously many more questions that need to be answered here that we are looking to find out hopefully later, Fred.
All right, we look forward to that. Thank you so much, Stephanie Elam.